Hello and welcome to Kloeker's Education Foundation, providing quality content for amazing teachers and students. If you're joining us from a previous video or previous series, welcome back. And if this is your first time, we're glad you're here. This is our World History series, and this lesson is on Charlemagne and the Byzantine Empire. Before we begin, don't forget to check out the link in the description below for a set of free guided notes to this lesson. Let's dive in. During the reign of the Roman Emperor Constantine, we saw the Edict of Milan being issued. This legalized Christianity within the Roman Empire. And as Christianity spread throughout Europe, its roots grew deeper. With the fall of the Western Roman Empire, we still see the continuing and the growth of Christianity. Missionaries are spreading Christianity to the Germanic tribes. We see biblical and classical works are being written and scribed by Christian monks and monasteries. And we see that cathedrals and numerous abbeys and churches are being built throughout Europe, often serving as the center of town life. In Western Europe, we see the rise of the Frankish kingdom in modern-day France and Germany, and it is being led by King Clovis. You see him on the screen there with his magnificent red beard. He is the first German ruler to convert to the Catholic Christianity in the year 500. And this, of course, is a huge win for the Roman Catholic Church, as if the elites and the monarchs are embracing Christianity, it is just a short period of time before it becomes more common-based. We see that Clovis is establishing Germanic law within the kingdom of the Franks, and Christianity, Catholicism, is having its influence on those laws. Christianity is putting down firm roots in Western Europe for over 100 years before we see the creation of Islam in 600 AD. Now, Islam will spread like wildfire throughout Southwest Asia, across Northern Africa, and into the Iberian Peninsula, or the Spanish Peninsula. And in the 700s, we see Muslim raiders start advancing into the Frankish kingdoms. At the time, Charles Martel, the Frankish leader, at 732, stops the advancement of Muslim raiders at the Battle of Tours and earns himself the nickname Charles the Hammer because of the choice of weapon he took into battle. That battle in 732 is going to be the last attempt for Islam to expand into France in the Middle Ages. We see that Christianity is firmly the foundation and the major religion in Western Europe, and Charles Martel's line has been secured for the Frankish kingdoms. His son Pepin claims the throne of the Franks. His grandson, Charles the Great, or Charlemagne, ascends to the throne in 768 AD and will change the rest of Europe. We see that more monasteries are established under all three of these kings, and Charlemagne is going to lead to the creation of the Holy Roman Empire. Christianity is going to continue to grow in Europe, and the Frankish kingdom turns into the Carolingian Empire, and in 800 AD, Charlemagne is going to ask the Pope to crown him emperor. Now, Pope Leo III agrees and crowns Charlemagne as emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, unifying the Germanic people and the Germanic tribes, the Christians of all of Europe, and of course those that still have the allegiance to Rome. This puts the papacy, the Vatican, the Catholic Church, as the highest authority in medieval Europe. It is higher than even the most mightiest emperor in the world. Charlemagne earns the nickname the father of Europe because he puts down roots in Italy and Germany and France. But his obedience to the church is showing that that is supreme. And the papal powers are going to be used, and these papal powers include things such as excommunication, where they can reject someone and remove someone from the church for grave trespasses or sins, and interdict to exercise powers over kings and noble. They have authority over kings and the nobility. Christianity, being the foundation, is going to serve as the unifying force within Western Europe. Socially, culturally, it is a sense of security and community for the people. The church is not just the center of social and religious life, because people are meeting there for service. It is going to set the pace, having holidays, gatherings, festivals. They're going to tell the nobility how to treat the working class. They are the unifying factor for Western Europe. The shared beliefs of Christianity are going to bond the people of medieval Europe. The church is providing a sense of stability and security in times of frequent wars, invasions, and plagues that medieval kings may not be able to guarantee. And so the Middle Ages are often referred to and seen as the age of faith. And the church provided that sense of stability and security because the church created a system of justice, canon law, to regulate how people interacted within each other, with themselves, the church, and of course, higher powers. For religious minorities, we see that relationships between such as the Catholic Church and the Jews living in Europe is going to vary greatly depending on the policies of the individual popes and the monarchs that they are living under. Which leads us to the second half of our lesson, the Byzantine Empire. You see on the map the extent of the empire under Justinian I, 527 AD, that red outline going all the way from Spain around the Mediterranean. Now, for reference, Clovis of the Franks is going to accept Christianity in 500 AD. Around 1,000 years later, this is after the rise of Charlemagne, we see that the Byzantine Empire has contracted to just pieces of Italy and Eastern Europe and Asia Minor. Now again, the Holy Roman Empire has claimed large parts of Italy during this time as well. And by 1360, just about 100 years before the collapse of the empire, we see it is broken up into three major sections on the Peloponnesian Peninsula, out in Thessalonica, and Macedonia. Now, just to recap the Byzantine Empire, Constantine relocates the capital from Rome to Constantinople, creating it as a new center for Christian authority, and this is going to directly compete with the Bishop of Rome, or the Roman Catholic Church. We see the divisions in the Roman Empire at 395 AD with the split of the East and the West. The differences in language and customs and culture is going to be leading to two distinct groups in Christianity: the Catholic, Roman Catholicism, and the Eastern Orthodoxy based out of Constantinople. We spoke about Justinian in a previous video, how Justinian constructs many churches in the Byzantine Empire, such as the Hagia Sophia. You see it on the screen. And again, the minarets, the four towers at each corner, those were added in the early 11th century after the fall to the Ottoman Empire. But he is also showing that close connection between church and state. We see missionaries like Cyril is going to Christianize the Slavic people and develop the Cyrillic language to promote religion. Now, the Cyrillic language is used by most of the Slavic nations in southeastern Europe and Russia. You can see it there. There's 33 letters in the alphabet. But Greek is still going to be the predominant language in the East. While the Cyrillic language is going to be around to this day, as well as Greek language and Greek culture, the Byzantine are not. Their biggest rival and downfall comes with the emergence of Islam out of Southwest Asia. These invaders are going to chip away at the territory that the Byzantine have been owning and occupied, and there's going to be some struggles with the Eastern Orthodoxy Church as the emperor is appointed head of the church and state, the patriarch. He is the spiritual and the political leader. And to this day, the Eastern Orthodoxy Church has a patriarch for each nation. However, they are no longer political leaders. Tensions and differences will continue to divide the Roman Catholic Church and the Orthodox Church up until the Great Schism of 1054. Events such as the Byzantine Emperor Leo, who banned icons in 730. We see several philosophical differences, such as allowing priests to get married. We see an emphasis and debate of statues versus icons, each side occasionally accusing the other of heresy. And this division is going to lead the Eastern Orthodoxy Church to not have anyone to rely on consistently, leaving them open to invasion from Islamic expansion and invasion from the Turks. And that wraps up our lesson, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us expand our reach to get to more students. Check us out on Teachers Pay Teachers, YouTube, Rumble, and the Kloeker Education Foundation website. We have a ton of resources there for you as well. You can check out our lesson on Byzantium, a New Rome. If you want to see what's new and what's next in the series, click here. For something you might like, click just below. If you want to subscribe to our channel, click the right side. All of this and more is just a click away. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.